Now, more than 40,000 people from all over the world will take part in the first ever virtual London Marathon today. Only the elite athletes will run together, completing the 26.2 miles around St James's Park in London. I think it's 19 laps of the park. Other runners will be able to take part wherever they are. They'll have to do it via the official London Marathon app. I mean, all the usual nonsense, as you can see here. But the map will map their progress and track their progress, and we'll have loads of coverage on today's London Marathon.
Yeah, it's a London Marathon with a twist, isn't it? We'll be speaking to some of the runners taking part virtually in terms of their own kind of setup of trying to clock up the miles, throughout the morning here on Breakfast.
And Breakfast's very own Louise Minchin is, of course, taking part as well. She's running alongside Rob Rinder, who's doing it just to keep her company, not officially, but just
I'm thinking, I mean, it's normally in April, isn't it, the marathon?
Yeah.
So the weather can be a bit hit and miss in April, but this weekend,
it's grim.
October.
Yeah, it's been
a
really
bit of
grim.
a soggy 26.2, is that right?
Yeah.
26.2 miles.
And it's the London Marathon today, but this year with a difference. 45,000 people from around the world are taking part in the race virtually for the first time because of the pandemic.
And one of those is our very own Louise. She is completing the 26.2 miles in Cheshire and has roped in a familiar face to run with her. Morning, Lou, and morning, Rob. Oh, it's looking...
Good morning.
It's looking Mediterranean. The sun is beating down. The sunscreen is essential.
So the last time, very good morning to you all. Thank you so much for coming to see us. So the last time we ran together, we were in Namibia, and it was quite a lot hotter than this, wasn't it? Yeah. The weather's not looking fantastic. And what is so amazing about this virtual London Marathon is we're at the top of a hill, and we've got three people behind us. Look, this is Katie, Julie, and Claire. They are also running the virtual London Marathon with their dogs for the Alzheimer's Society. And it's just an extraordinary thing. By chance, they happen to be here as well.
And to be clear, you have Rob Rinder with you, Lou, and
Yes.
you guys met in Namibia, is that right? Where, without wanting to emphasise the point, climatically things were a bit different.
Climatically, things were, I'd say, entirely different. The only similarity is good luck. Is being present in Louise Minchin's badass energy. And when I discovered today she was doing this for Age UK, I had to be here. But mainly because, like a lot of people, I got down in lockdown, and I just wanted to be present in the sheer delight of running behind Louise Minchin, which, if anybody's down, if you've ever got the chance to do it, you just have to do it. She's like the Pied Piper of happy.
Well,
so that's why I'm here. We are, just for people at home, a 1 metre distance as well. So it's going to be a delightful day, and I'm really looking forward to it, even though we're already pretty wet.
we're already wet, and it's, I mean, I could have made my life easier, or our life easier. We could have done a nice flat run, and I've chosen an off-road trail run, which is going to be super slippy. And the weather's, I mean, the rain stopped in the last 10 minutes or so, so it might be okay for an hour or so.
That is seriously impressive. Seriously impressive, Louise. Tell us a bit about how has your training been affected by what's been going on over the last few months? Have you been keeping up with a schedule that you would have done anyway?
You know what? The truth is, no, I haven't. I really haven't, because obviously the London Marathon was meant to happen in April, so I was training for that when I saw Rob in Namibia, and I was quite fit then. And then it got cancelled, put back to October, and then obviously became a virtual race. And the truth is that no, I have not been doing as much training as I probably should have been. But it's not going to stop us today, is it?
I feel like the wine last night really will help us.
Well, Rob, you're not even doing this.
Drank?
Rob's not even doing it officially, I don't think, are you? Because I don't think you...
Honestly, I mean, this is friendship for you. So he's not even doing it officially. And genuinely, if I'd woken up this morning with the pouring rain in the dark, I would have cried.
Oh, that's not true. I'm a delighted entourage. Like I say, I mean, to run alongside somebody with that much pep and joy, everybody should have the chance to do it at least once in their life. And I love running on the weekend, and just to be part of the happy support group, to do the window dressing, I'm perfectly happy to. And it's really extraordinary, because there is a sense of atmosphere. First of all, those three ladies with their dogs who've now set off and who'll be miles ahead of us. And then on the way here, there were people running in the dark, and I literally wound down the window. I was like, "Are you doing the London Marathon?" "Yes, I am." So there's 45,000 people plus one all over the world running this marathon at different times on trails or courses of their choice. It's really extraordinary atmosphere.
We better let you go so you can keep up with those guys who've set off before you.
We're never going to catch them.
Oh, no, we could.
Actually, do you know what? They went the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Your laugh there, Lou, at them going the wrong way. You've taken great delight in their geographical ineptitude. Thank you both. Good luck. We'll catch up with you later, hopefully, if the old signal holds up once you're pounding along with the miles. See you later.
We are actually going to talk to Lou a bit later as she's running. So it'll be interesting to see how they're both doing. Loads of you taking part in the virtual London Marathon today, sending in your photos of your pre-race prep. Let's have a look. Here's Kerry running 6.2 miles around Kielder Reservoir in Northumberland. I've been up there. It's the most fabulous place to run. She says, bring it on.
And some, superhero vibes from Kelly, who says she's bringing the race to the soggy streets of Swansea. For the charity Children with Cancer UK.
And then Alfie is running using crutches, dressed as Scooby-Doo, raising money for guide dogs in memory of his granddad. And he thanks the Warwickshire Search and Rescue team who helped him train. He's gearing up with a bowl of porridge and a cup of tea while watching BBC Breakfast. No better way to start your day. Good luck, everyone who's taking part. And send in your pictures, please, at BBC Breakfast. Hashtag BBC Breakfast.
That dog head's going to get a bit soggy.
Yeah, and heavy with that.
You know, when you're 20 miles in with that doggy head on.
Here's someone who knows all about soggy. Morning, Kat.
Soggy and cold, yes. We've got the wind combining with the rain down here. Now the sun has risen on a very different looking 40th edition of the London Marathon.